What is good? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, Yaya. Thank you for being here, my mod. Thank you for my members being here. Bird. Uh, unwind, unwind with Messy. Um, unwind with Messy has a video out, and the video I think it is an ode to Bree for putting on her superpowers the other day and getting breathless and cussing Lady Snoop out. Is that why Bree was recreated as a Wonder Woman on Wine with Messy? If you guys haven't seen that, I I think you should go over it with Unwind with Messy and find that bird, how you doing? Good scriptures. Hey, T. Trisha, good to see you. Paulette Waters, stay lying. Yes, you do, Paulette Waters. Okay, who is that? Tracy Whitehead, how are you? Daughter here. I think I spoke with you, Bird. Um, okay, Vibrant Lull. Sandra, how are you doing? Okay, so can you guys hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me, I think. Put a one in the chat. Hey, Bless Watkins. Good morning, Bless Watkins. Um, one in the chat if you can hear me. I see my thing moving. Lena Pretty Brown Eyes. Everyone, if I didn't speak to you, Jay Parrish, thank you for being here. Angie Dickinson, Miami Popo. I think I got everyone. So I'm going to start on my commentary. And yeah, I'm very interested to know why is it that you are being cursed out on a community wall? Um, and I don't know what you. Thank you, Jay Parrish. Thank you, Ashton, Ashante. You guys can hear me. Thank you for letting me know you guys can hear me. Okay, so yeah, I'm not clear on why you're being cursed out on Lady Snoop's community wall. Did I miss something this morning? Maybe I missed something this morning because I haven't been on YouTube too long, but I was able to catch the end of some fuck shit that happened on Snorkel's panel today. So I decided to come on and ask you, are we really done with this topic? Are we really done with the topic that was brought up? Hey, low pressure. Hey, E Dallas, how you doing? Gene Hall. Are we done with the topic that was brought up and created about a lie that most of us pretty much knew was a lie? That it was Benzone who sent these pictures um, to Tracy. So since the things that happened with Lady Snoop this weekend, does this absolve the celebrity pig of her lies? Is that how it works around here on the YouTube streets? I mean, hey Manny, how are you? Good to see you. Um, is that how it works on the YouTube streets? Um, I have pinned my link if anyone wants to hit the link and help me understand this. I'm just really taken aback. I mean, we had things like Diva One going off on Sean Bradley yesterday, and then turning around and saying that well, she was reprimanded by him because of something where she put his and James' name together. No, you never put his and James' name together. You were up there asking questions that a lot of people did not want to hear asked, but uh, Sean Bradley did request that you guys step down. And I don't even know why people need to request for certain people to step down in the middle of an argument, like you had that fuck face. Oh, I'm just really enjoying this. I'm just really enjoying myself. Well, you can do that from the chat. Nobody needs you to hop up on a panel to interrupt the conversation and the tea that's being put down. Like it's like so it happens all the time, and somebody must be acknowledged, and you must understand exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, someone's in the back. Okay, let me see who this is. Okay, that's let me put up a banner. right quick. Hey, Fates, I'm coming. 1 second, Fates. Hey, Fates.
Hello. How you?
What's going on, girl? I'm good.
No, I'm good. Why the man still dancing on me, Monica?
I thought the man is down. I don't see the man dancing anymore.
The man is still dancing. He coming out. He getting his boogie on. But anywho, I
The man
came up.
still dancing. Wait a minute. Let me take the man down. I do not see the man dancing. I'm like, what you came up for?
Oh, because you was asking what did you miss? Um I made a statement on Breeze panel that Lady Snoop had when the live before the last live she was on with Pazar that I asked her directly, was there a problem? And she said, no, I wasn't talking about you. And then to hear it on Clyde that she was talking about me when I heard it from her own mouth. So I just said, I see she's fake. And I'm just going to leave it. She said, fuck me and this fuck her too. That's it. So
Oh
then I had to
wow.
be all kinds of
So
fake hoes and old bitches and girl, a bald head. I don't give a fuck.
this is a bit much. So I'm not clear on the whole Lady Snoop thing. Maybe you can clear it up for me because I really don't give a F about any of it because this none of this who sent Tracy the picture has ever been the point. But it just is so curious of how all of a sudden the celebrity pig is absolved of her lie
She's
because
not
of what
absolved
went on
because
with Lady Snoop.
I don't feel she's absolved because
Go ahead.
I can't the text that Kimmy I think that it was from Kimmy's community wall where she put out the text that her and Lady Snoop had, and Lady Snoop said that she took one for the team. So that still makes
Hmm.
Kimmy look like she's guilty to me. That she just said that she sent the pictures just because she wants to take the blame off of Kimmy. And then today Kimmy treated her like shit. Man, I mean, well, yesterday she treated her like shit. Had the girl over there crying, talking about she was PMS, I mean, she just sunned the girl and then got on Olivia's yesterday, today, and said that she knew the girl was lying. So, I mean, come on now.
She knew the girl was lying, so she knew the girl was lying and was trying to take one for the team. And who would be the team? Her and Joyce. I mean,
Ha
that is a
ha.
party football team. Those two
Hmm.
alone. One could have been new the 49ers and the other ones could have been the Chiefs yesterday. These two people could have played a whole football game amongst
I
themselves.
mean,
So what he go ahead.
I'm just like that. They keep on deflecting, deflecting, deflecting. I'm so tired of it. We know Kimmy's involved. I'm waiting, and Snoop's so stupid. This girl done called you a lie and told, just pretty much humiliated you. But you want to call me a bitch and then cuss me out instead of the bitch that you was doing work for, and she has poo pooed you along
Mhm.
already.
Mhm. The one that you're trying to impress, who so I don't get it. And what is going on with Olivia with at her old age to sit up here and let people play in her face like that? And she is supposed to be a woman of a certain age who's supposed to have some common sense, who claims to be an educated woman who has actually been in the position to take children out of their homes, and she's falling for this flimsy ass BS.
Her community was so I'm so sorry.
I don't get it.
Olivia is. Let me tell you something. She's about as obsessed with Brie and Bizarre as Lady Snoop is with MU. It's sad. It's really sad that you would rather come out here and lie and act a fool and play dumb than to get it back at someone other than to rather than to tell the motherfucking truth. I mean, you 50 plus years old
Exactly.
and you want to be a pick me bitch. This is ridiculous.
It is giving me pick me all over the place, just lying down. I just wanted to hear what you had to say, and I knew you could make it make sense. Girl, are you crazy? None of this makes sense. The only sense about it is that it was all BS, and we're back to square one after all this hoopla and all this deflection over the whole weekend, and then Lady Snoop trying to fall on a sword, but she's too slim, so she couldn't even fall on the sword properly. The sword just scraped up against one of her bones and missed any type of flesh. So what are we doing here?
Ooh,
You know,
Rocky.
Lady Snoop, you're supposed to be from California. I obviously you weren't born and bred in California. I understand that her father was in prison for quite a long time. I don't hear her speak about her mother. Maybe she did not have a real California experience growing up, because Lady Snoop makes California women look bad, and that's saying a lot. That's saying a
Okay,
lot.
is that
You
are you
know,
speaking of the
I
fact that I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
I'm saying, are you speaking of the fact that she's a teacher that can't spell, or that she's a gangbanging teacher, or the fact that she's obsessed over a man that she says that has worms, and yet she's engaged to a 40-year-old rapper? I mean, which part is making the California look bad? Just please do tell.
Listen, okay, the fact that she even said that she was a teacher makes California look bad. The fact that Lady Snoop want us to believe that she teaches even people who are in preschool, it makes California
Anything
look bad,
past three
because
years,
it makes California.
anything past 3
Yes,
years, oh,
yes,
she
that
thinks
makes. Yeah, that makes California look bad. First and foremost, Lady Snoop. I don't know what Lady Snoop does for a living. She strikes me more as a daycare worker than anything else. And daycare workers are, people. They are greatly needed. They are able to teach children's things up to a certain ability, but they are not teaching the ABCs and one, two, threes. If so, who's teaching them to Lady Snoop? I mean, like, Lady Snoop, cut the crap with I'm a teacher. We know you're not a teacher, Lady Snoop. And to be obsessed at this point with Don Cato. I heard MU said that he's definitely not he doesn't Don Cato definitely doesn't live an alternative lifestyle, as I think somebody said that he lived a gay lifestyle. Was it Lady Snoop who said he was gay? I think it was Lady Snoop who said that.
I know
She's
it
not
was
worried about
Kimmy,
that
but I
gay
don't
guy.
know which one said it.
And but I think it was Lady Snoop. I think Lady Snoop actually said he was. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, she said she wasn't worried about that gay guy. I think it was she said that during Breed's argument, because I wouldn't have heard it from the celebrity pig. But so the fact of the matter that MU came out and says that he is not a gay guy, and he has been married for over 20 years. I was like, what, excuse me. What? He's been married for over 20 years.
Wait a minute, is that
Was
the
that
wait a
lost
minute?
on anybody?
Wait a minute, but do you know what? When you just said that, remember the strawberry letter I had where they said it's not a threesome, it's not a triangle, it's actually a quad, and that they
Not.
baby, let me shut my mouth. I'm
Go ahead.
ooh, child. What they said it was the
Go
most
ahead.
popular love triangle that has been in our sector. And I was like, the only one I could
Sure
think of
did.
was Don Cater, but he's not married. I didn't know until you just said it that he'd been married for over 20 years.
I did not know it until MU said that. Don Cato kind to me. I was like, wait a minute. He's been married for over 20 years. Now, I don't know if she's saying that marriage is ongoing. I don't know if she's saying that marriage had ended when he started messing with both of them. But from what I get, from the way it sounds, it's like he's currently married. I could be wrong. So, does anybody have any information? Oh, I thought he was divorced though. Thank you,
I
so
don't
bomb.
know.
Okay. So the way I took it was like, ooh, that probably was Snoop, y'all.
And I'm telling
Y'all,
you, Reed,
do
I
you
told you we
remember
need
the
to be
letter?
picking. I still got the letter.
Let's dive. Let's delve into this letter a little bit
Wait a
and
minute,
see
hold
if
on
it
one
means
second. Let me
something
go
different.
get it.
Okay, so we're gonna hold on and see if we can make heads or tail out of this letter today. Let me see what you're saying. Snoop would need to the pass the Seabest in California. You have to write 4 essays. No, we can't even write a community wall post with perfect grammar, and you'll have to be able to do math up to algebra 2. I think not. Mm-mm. Well, she says she can count, but algebra is not counting. Algebra is calculating. Okay, so has anybody ever considered Kwani sober but still high? Wait, speaking of, I thought this bitch was leaving. Is she gone yet? Is she gone yet? Okay, so have anyone ever considered Snoop may be on drugs too? Snoop is on marijuana. Marijuana is a mind altering substance, and Snoop stays high. So obviously, Snoop is dependent on her mind being altered to function. That's just my opinion. So to say that she's not on drugs would mean that she can function without being high all the time, which she can't. So a lot of people say, "Hey, marijuana is natural. Marijuana is from the earth." But if you need something to alter your mind to function, then you're dependent on a substance. That's just my opinion and opinions of other people as well. More like a payee on someone's social security check. She is too trifling and uneducated to be a CNA. She just takes a relative around on social security check day to pay their bills. Oh my God. Do you think that she can't even work in the nursing home? She can't even change diapers? Why y'all doing that to Snoop? Let me see what else you guys are saying. Hey, ODS, what drug causes delusions and manic behavior? That's what she's on. So, could be mushrooms. Hey, did you guys go over and wish Noble? Did you guys go over to wish Noble a happy birthday? You know, Noble takes shrooms, but he said that's for a spiritual thing. So that's the thing that have you having delusions to my knowledge. I don't know if meth has you having delusions. I don't know anything about meth. But and
I'm
manic
back.
behavior. Meth does give you manic behavior. Okay, hey, yeah.
Okay, let's read this letter again. It says, to get straight to it, I have been a cloud sub for years now. The people in my real life don't know about it. The thing is, the most talked about love triangle in the sector is actually a square because one of the YouTubers is my sibling's spouse. My sibling doesn't know a thing about YouTube, and the spouse is on here. I wish I could read the letter exactly how they wrote it because this almost sound like if I read it the way they wrote it, it sounds like she wrote this letter. Okay, but my sibling doesn't know a thing about YouTube, and the spouse is on here carrying on with two other people, just like they don't have a whole family offline. I don't want my family exposed on YouTube, nor do I want to break up my siblings' marriage, but I can't stand even being around the spouse at this point. At this point, am I wrong for keeping quiet?
You know that could be Don Cato's sibling. What do you think?
I think it's Don Cato's wife's sibling, his sister, sister-in-law or brother-in-law, but it wrote like a woman wrote it. It read like a woman
Mm.
wrote
Yeah, that's interesting. I think he's on here acting like he don't have a whole. They're on here acting like they don't have a whole family. Now
it.
we do know that there has been instances where MU has went to visit, and he was at his grandchildren's party, and then
Mm-hmm.
his grandkids were over and she couldn't come in, and this that and the other. So that does seem feasible to me.
That's what I'm thinking.
No,
That's
that's an
what I'm
old
thinking.
letter.
This is an old letter. It's not a new one. This
Hmm.
is one of the first letters I had. But I always wondered who that was. And somebody said, and yeah, so I don't know. But the I got cussed out by MU2 today. Well, it was a Freudian slip, so they say.
By
But
who?
she MU called me a bitch because I told her
What?
because we was talking about the Snoop situation, and then she was like, "But I don't think you." I said, "But I've told both of y'all the truth." I said, "You know, he could give a fuck less about you too, because it's no way possible my man would have a relationship with ZX with all the things he's done to you online, and then for him to say that's his brother, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's no way that I would have that." She was like,
Yeah.
"Bitch." I was like, "Who? Wait a minute,
What?
let's get it." No, 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 no.
But that's true. But that's true. As long as it's done through Don Cato, MU can find a way that whatever information he gives out on her to other people is okay. And I at at this point, what is it gonna take for them to leave Don Cato alone, or will they ever? Will they be
Death.
fighting over his dry bones?
The only
You know.
way Lady Snoop is going to stop fucking with MU is for MU to just totally leave Don Cato alone, for them to go their separate ways, and for her to be able to be put in that spot to say, "Aha, I finally won."
Now, so in other words, they're going to be fighting at the funeral.
Yeah, yeah.
There
Hmm.
will be fighting at the funeral. Okay,
That's
so
the only
this is
way.
crazy. So I did hear MU say that. I wish MU was here to talk about that, to give me some clarity on that. But I definitely heard her say that he's been married for 20 years. I got a part two airing tonight. A part two of Lady Snoop. And okay, Reed, I'm super nosy. Notifications. Okay, so what is up with Pizarro? So, everybody, this is my contention with Pizarro. Pizarro always want to play the contrarian, that she's going to go
Mhm.
contrary to what anybody wants or expects her to do. So, the problem I see with this is her being contrary to what people want her to do. In my opinion, it makes her go against her bestie.
I don't really feel like she went against her. She always goes the opposite way, as you said. But you know what? It always plays out the same way. She goes against everybody for until she can't take it no longer, and then she finally blows up and cusses the person out. So I think that's what's gonna happen. So I'm not even worried about it, and I don't feel like she's choosing, like Olivia was saying, that she chose Snoop over Brie. Olivia and them, it's so weird to me that she's so invested in their friendship that it's just really, really weird.
Hmm.
I mean, which one of them, Olivia, you trying to bump uglies with? Because I'm not that concerned about two women's relationship.
Yeah, but I don't think that she is like choosing. I don't think that she's either choosing. I don't think she's choosing Snoop at all. I just think that she's being the typical Pizarro, who is a
Exactly.
contrarian, who is not going. Yeah, I don't think that, like, oh, she is so like, Snoop is my friend, and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
salvage what's remaining of this friendship. No, not at all. Yeah, so.
Mm-mm.
I just think it's
But
all
what?
her. No, you're not gonna make me do what you want me to do.
Right, I'm gonna do it in my time, not when you tell me to. But question, you said
Mm-mm.
you heard something at the end of uh who is that with their cash app in your chat?
Wait, where
It's in her name, but she need to
did
change her
I?
name. We don't know you.
Who is it?
I
Is
don't
it
know,
the
but
one
can
who I
you?
just had highlighted?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Charlie. Can you take your cash app out? Cause my cash app is the utmost important today, Charlie. I didn't even notice that.
What you said you had heard something at the end of Olivia I'm sorry, Snorkel's live. What did you hear?
That pretty much like the oh, what did she say? Oh, well, they're not going to report on this anymore. Oh, I think we're yeah, Kim, I think we're done reporting on it. Bitch, why? Bitch, why? Where's the resolution? Bitch, why? Not one mention of where Kimmy, I don't see where you was proven right. Kimmy, nothing else mentioned about Benzone sitting in the picture. Yo, Kimmy, you show right, Kimmy. Thank you for coming up, girl. Kimmy. I'm like, girl, go sit your old ass down somewhere. Just no respect. It's just
None whatsoever.
ridiculous.
She
Like
don't deserve none.
you cannot even think for yourself that this was all smoke and mirrors, and the main smoking pot is sitting up on your panel blowing smoke up your ass. Like,
Right.
God, it was
But and
ridiculous.
she knows it's
It was
blown, but
really ridiculous.
because she wants to belong, she's going along with it. She
Mhm.
just to be accepted. It's so crazy to me. Oh, and
Yeah,
can I do a
yeah.
little rant right
That's
quick?
exactly what it was. Go ahead.
Joyce, bitch, I want my apology, you lying slut. Okay, go ahead.
What did Joyce do?
She did a whole video talking about I was lying on her and then came out the next day and did exactly what I said she was going to do.
Oh my God. What did you say she was gonna do?
That she was going to turn her back on Shelly and she was going to go with Kimmy.
And that's exactly what she said she was gonna
Exactly.
do. And
Exactly.
then and then for the nerve of her to do that when she gotta show photo receipts of her getting some chicken that Shelly paid for so she can eat a goddamn old meal. So I wonder how many you about to lose weight now, bitch, because I know you ain't gonna be getting paid money to go buy you no fucking food, bitch. You done chose the wrong team. I love a bitch who choose the
Okay.
wrong motherfucking team.
My whole thing, a bitch that'll feed me is
Talking
my
about
friend for life. Okay. I'm hungry and you feed me. You can't ask for nothing more than that. Child, bye. She
and
crazy.
that's the best way you can find to eat. And then you gonna choose to do some shit like this to a bitch who says, "Oh well, when that happens, I put out the bat signal to my supporters." In other words, I ain't gonna get you nothing, but I'll see if some people in my chat will give you something. So, child, bye.
It's just crazy to me. I mean,
It
they
is
all,
crazy.
that whole little quad, I don't even know if it's a quad or a quint or a sex couple. I don't know what it is, but that little group that they had over there is imploding on its own. Hey, Voodoo Baby again. Hey, Cruiser. Um, Cruiser, why I ain't gonna give my apology that way? It wasn't
Now,
nice.
cruising. Was it nice for her to read you about what the obvious? Everybody knows that. I no, I don't know. Now, if I know that Shelly was responsible for sending me money when I'm hungry, I may have had to have a second thought about if I were whose side I was going to choose. So
No, not
you may
for a pick
have
me
deserved a
bitch.
curse
Just
out.
the pick me bitch. I'm going. Let me tell you, she is crazy because YouTube ain't feeding her, and Shelly was. It's no way possible. I would go. Hey, J Troop. I would go against Shelly when I know I can't depend on Kimmy.
Mm. Yeah, you may have deserved that cursing out because how dare you just automatically assume that the
I did
voice wasn't going with the lady who
because
fed her.
basically said it. Ronnie Q. She was in that chat talking about I'm loyal and Kimmy is my sister. You know what I'm talking about, Kimmy, but I ain't gonna say that. Girl, y'all have already talked about it. Okay.
Girl. It was hilarious. The very next day, not even 24 hours. Lord have mercy. That says a lot about you. Now that's cutting off your nose to spite your face for sure.
Okay.
Kimmy ain't got no money. Yeah, and Joyce ain't got no motherfucking KFC boxes that she gonna be getting no time soon. So let's see how that's and I don't understand how Joyce is in the military and she has not been able to parlay these military benefits to anything to her regarding her home, regarding living,
Do we
these
know she? I mean,
Airbnbs and all these types of stuff.
I really think she completed boot camp. I say maybe did about 3 months in, and then went out on mental leave. Got an honorable discharge. I swear I do.
I'm saying, well, I heard that she was actually over in doing some frontline work in the war. That could be a lie. This is what I heard. Now, I don't know what type of discharge she got. So the way that she doesn't seem to have access to a lot of benefits. I know a lot of people who have mental illnesses, who have been in the war, are living homeless and on the street because they have these
Mm-hmm.
mental difficulties, and
Mm-hmm.
they have a hard time getting their initial setup with the VA to get approved for all of their disabilities and all that type of stuff.
Right.
Being said, I still think that she is not as marginalized as some of these other vets are, and I'm thinking that the reason that she uses certain mental institutions to check into, and it's so fine, like with Kimmy giving away the anonymity of that she had been in a mental hospital just to prove some bullshit online. Well, that maybe means she really crazy, but I think that she's using that as a
Okay.
to a means to finally get set
This
up
may
in
sound,
100% in her disability.
but this may
Okay.
sound this may sound disrespectful, but it's I'm just pointing out facts. Shelly shakes her pills. Joyce been in and out mental institution. And Kimmy not last Christmas, but the Christmas before last, was going to unalive herself. That whole crew, mm-mm, mm-mm.
And then since then, she's been all this. I took my medication. Now she using this as a badge of honor. Bitch, we been knew you were crazy, bitch. So you don't even have to mention medication, my Wellbutrin, my Prozac, my whatever. All these motherfuckers need to be on a motherfucking. What did they used to put them motherfuckers on? A motherfucking drip of dopamine, or what? Not dopamine. I forget that shit they used to
I
put
think all
give them a
three of them
shot.
need some Seroquel. They need some damn Seroquel.
Seroquel, some ketamine, something that's gonna knock them
Mm-hmm.
out. That shit that the cops be putting in the crazy people, that they need some of that. That's gonna knock them out. Put them in, roll these bitches in a corner, and don't put a computer on the same floor that they are housed on. And I think the world would be safe.
That's the
Hey, you
only
got to
way they
chill.
be
Hey, you
safe.
guys, thank you for being here.
Hey,
Yeah,
everybody coming in.
it's like too much. and
Top shelf.
and all this playing on crazy medication and all this type of stuff, like you get no reprieve. You first you the baddest bitch, and then all of a sudden you medication dependent. Like, which one is it? And then you have people following behind these people and like believe, oh really, Kimmy, thanks for coming on my panel, girl, because I needed you to make sense of it. If you need a crazy bitch to make sense of something, what does that say about you? Oh my
Dang.
God, just ignoring the obvious. Child. Okay, so there was something else. Hey, Cola James, there was something else. Did you see? Now, ODS, did you? You may not watch Ness. Do you watch Ness?
I watch In and Out.
Yeah, yeah.
In and Out.
Girl, why was Ness on? And ODS said one little thing in the chat, and then she got her sights set on ODS,
Oh, but
and
she
she
been mad
must
at
have
him.
drug ODS. Huh?
She been mad at him. They fell
She
out.
what?
I think they fell out. I think the day before. It was one day I wasn't on
Okay.
here, but I
I
came
was like,
back and they, hey, outspoken. Can y'all please
I
hit the
am
like?
spoken. I was like, what the heck? Yes, please hit the like. I was like, what the heck did ODS do? And but it was a funny drag. It wasn't like mean spirited or anything. But the fact that she stayed on ODS for such an extended period of time is what got me. Now,
I ain't know TMA went
ODS.
live today.
Uh,
Reed. I don't think so.
what is Reed talking about?
Reed
What did
asked
she
was
say?
she said asked was Kimmy on she said was Kimmy on TMO's panel today, and I said I don't think TMO went live today, but I might have been on
No,
that
we're
because I've been
talking about
panel for a while.
Olivia. We're talking about Olivia
Oh, better.
Reed.
ODS ODS she cussed ODS out. What day was that? She real big mad with him right now,
That
and
was
he don't give
last
a
night. That was the last night. And he
okay.
even
So
hit the
they
panel after that they did it cursing out.
he don't give a fuck. He tell you in a
They
minute. I don't
what?
give a fuck. Hey, Teaser Boo.
Oh no. He was unaffected, yes. Hey
And
Elblue.
that's why Lady Snoop only used his name when she came up on Pizzazz. She said, "Well, ODS was mad, but I said his name because he don't give a fuck. That's why you said his name. You ain't put nobody else's name on the panel, but you was talking big shit when you was talking to Clyde. Like she dropping her
Right.
nuts on somebody's
Now
forehead. Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
now I think that ODS was really on to something. Was it ODS? No, it was that stinking ass. Fine, she finally has put her mind to something that may finally make sense. That stinking ass shish Trish have really made me
Mm.
onto something about the Ness firing, alleged firing the other day. I have somebody was like, "Did you hear Trish? She had a real good analogy of it." And so I went over there to see if I could see her analogy. And she did make a point that Ness said that she had no strikes against her on her job. And then Trish showed a short where she said right up Friday or something, where she was business up top and she had on a pair of old skank cutout shorts with holes all in the thighs on the bottom. So she labeled that video as if she had gotten written up for a dress code on that Friday.
I
So,
remember that day. I was still following Ness back then. I mean,
oh
I was in her
really?
chair heavy.
So
I was in her chair heavy back then.
now Trisha was saying that that was right before she came and said that she would be working from home. So that was, I think she said that was like in right before the Halloween competition had gone down, and that could be a reason why she was, kind of out of control, out of sorts and stuff during the Halloween competition. I don't know. I didn't study it that closely, but I think during the Halloween
Nonetheless,
competition that during the Halloween competition, yeah, I thought she was just doing regular nests. I thought she was doing regular nests, but it's just
I don't think
unfortunate that she would risk. Go ahead.
my whole thing is if she got a write up for wearing shorts, it could not have possibly been in October because it was cold in Colorado. And I remember this being back in the summertime when she got that write up.
Oh,
Because
okay,
why would
that's
she be
right.
wearing
Because
shorts?
it could have been, yeah, because it's not Colorado, Washington,
I'm
so
like,
it
okay,
wouldn't have been that cold. I mean, hot in Washington because she was saying it's hot today. That's what she said on
right,
the short. So okay, so once again, Trish is a liar. Okay,
okay,
so she moved the date to make it seem I could see if she lived in Florida and it was right before the October
right.
Halloween thing, but no, not in Washington. Good point, y'all. Good catch,
Thank you.
girl. So yeah, she's like, I do what I can, girl. So yeah, so now Ness has made a point to say that no, in fact, Heidi is not the one who called in on her. Now, based upon the way she was saying she would ruin her and she would make sure she felt the brunt of her pain, do you think what, okay, are your suspicions? Do you think that her saying, no, Heidi had absolutely nothing to do with them. I spoke to my employers and they said it was all due to my actions about pulling up those stickers, those emojis, or do you think that she's covering for Heidi?
I don't know. I don't think HR would tell you that. First of all, that somebody called.
Mhm.
I just don't see HR
Okay.
telling you that, especially after you already been dismissed.
Okay. Let me see what
So
Cruiser said.
I don't know what.
Uh,
I really don't care whether she called or not. I try not to talk about their relationship because it's toxic, and I try to stay out of it because my
no
opinion will
one
only
would have
make it.
had to call them. Yeah. So Cruzy think that using her job devices, nobody would have had to call because it's monitored anyway. So
Right. They could have been doing an audit.
it looks like she might be getting a restraining order though. Who is she, Reed? Did I miss the first part of that? Because Reed, I need some clarity on what you're talking about because
Read the link is
you
pinned.
surely
Hit
can't
get
be
the
talking
hit the
about
damn lie, the damn link. You call me for get your butt up
Ness
here.
and Heedy. I heard in the streets it's tomorrow, but I'm just looking at the changes. What are you talking about, Reed?
At the charges. Tracy is
Reed.
on the docket in California tomorrow. I saw a community
Oh,
post about it.
so is she's gonna be able to Zoom call it in, or is
I don't know,
Reed?
but
Can you hit the
MU made
link?
a slip up
God,
today when I was on her panel and said just before I clicked up to come up, she said, she was talking about Tracy. She said, she's supposed to be in court tomorrow, but I don't know. I got a lot of stuff going on.
Hello.
oh, okay. Hey,
Hey,
ODS.
Good
ODS,
afternoon.
the Mister I don't
Excuse
give
me.
a fuck. Can't
What you say?
What's up?
Mr. I don't give a fuck
the
king.
Mister I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's your
That's
name.
me. But yeah, so tomorrow there is a hearing. But she got denied for the isn't I think it said restraining. Don't quote me on the words, y'all. Because y'all told me protective order and restraining order is two different things. But
Yeah.
whatever it is tomorrow. It is verified. But she got denied the first two times, so I don't know how that will work this time. And she filed
Mm-hmm.
like the few
Wait a
days
minute. She
after the
got
pictures came
the
out.
first. So she got denied the first two times the pictures came out. So is
Hmm.
that the only thing she's going to court for? Is a
That's all.
restraining order or a protective order?
No,
Correct.
Okay.
Well, that's all
no.
that this is about. That's all that that's showing.
That's
Hey,
what that's
everybody.
showing. But what she said today on her
My
live,
bad.
because
Just
you know
taking a
me, I'm
piss.
nosy. You know I'm nosy. She
Mm-hmm.
said,
All right, I'm gonna try.
okay. Somebody asked her was she only gonna file the restraining order, and she was like, civilly and criminally are two different things. So I think there's more in the works to come. But yeah, that's what I caught.
Mm. So yeah, they are two different things, but are you gonna file on those two different things? Is the question. Like, is she
That's
gonna
what it
go
kind
through?
of
I
like
mean,
she alluded to, but you never know with her.
mhm. Yeah, because that one thing you can take here easily without even getting representation. The other thing you may have to come out of your pocket and cough up some money. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's more on here.
It's more than where. Reed, you
Okay,
are really making me mad. Come on up, please.
that's his new name, y'all. It's more on here. What do you mean, Reed?
Wait a
I
minute, she
only
wrote
got
something else.
I only got
Oh,
3%.
civil
I
harassment
only
as
got
well.
3%. Okay, thank you, Reed.
She is the 3% queen. Well, if you reading it, can you tell us, or you saving it for your page? You did a good live too.
It's
The other
filed.
day.
I'm reading it now. She said she busy, child. Oh, she had to pick up her food. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. I had to go get my food. I had to go get my food. The DoorDash was here. Oh my God, she kills me.
When Cruz is
Yeah.
throwing her up
Okay.
here because
So
she
yeah,
got all the info.
yeah. But I get it. Save for your page, girl. I'll be over there to collect and talk about it later.
I'm
So
sure gonna be listening. She been doing some on point stuff
mhm.
lately. Between her and Bree's
Now,
commentary, I've been getting my life.
in Bree's commentary,
Mm-hmm.
you said in Bree's or in Reed's?
I said Reed and Bree's commentary have been giving me life lately.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If Tracy has court in California tomorrow, she better get on a flight today because they will not do it via Skype. Now, how in the world is Tracy gonna get on a plane today? Now,
The
who
pieces.
thinks one in the no, no,
But you know, but that's the
I
same
don't buy
thing
it
that
because
Kiki had to do the same thing. Remember, Kiki got notification the same day. And she had to
Kiki
catch
got a
the
job
day
and
before.
she got a job. Yeah, but Kiki got a job and Kiki got paid well on her job. Now we got to understand that these pieces are not piecing like they used to because she couldn't even get $150 when she had no money on the cruise. And a lot of those people are over there are not really beef sector pieces. You see a lot of these names like who the heck is that? Who the heck is that? And then even that stalking ass bitch, what is her name? Not Alana
Erica,
Spears, the other one. No, 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 no. One of the PCs who is everywhere, and she be like, Ronnie Q, I like you, but I hate when you talk about Tracy. Not Alana Spears, the other one. She told
I don't
Tracy
know
the other
nobody
day in
over
her
there.
chat that she is going to be pulling back, and she would no longer be fighting people for her in the like she used to be. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Who the hell is that?
She is. Oh my God. I forget this chick's name, but she
I
is
know this
always
vibrant,
fighting,
living my best, living
not
something.
living, living my best life. No,
Vibrant,
definitely not her.
um, I don't know anybody else over there. Those are the only two people I really know other than Paulette. It's Paulette, Vibrant, and Living My
Mm-mm.
Best Life because I like them three.
I like
Wild
them three
Seed?
as well.
You talking about Wild
Not
Seed?
Wild Seed. No, no,
Let's
no,
say
no.
Wild Seed.
It's
Hey,
what
Alice.
is that girl's name?
I
Oh my
don't
God.
know.
Anyway, so she said that she's going to be stepping off and she will no longer be down in the chat fighting for Tracy. So I was like, whoa. I was like, she stepped off. My whole point is I don't think that she is going to be financially able to depend on the PCs if that's the only way that she has to get to court. And that's just what I see
That's
from
a
it. Let
choreo
me see, what
lover.
is her name? No, Choreo Lover, she's not a PCs. I got
Uh,
it right here. Hold on. What is her name?
please tell me because I didn't know. I didn't even know
Nihar.
choreo.
That god dang on
Oh,
Nihar.
oh,
Yes,
okay.
Nihar.
I haven't
Nihar.
seen.
Nihar. She's such a
I haven't
donkey.
seen Mihar in a
Yes,
while. I think
Nihar.
she got me blocked. Ah, was it?
Okay, whatever. Like goodbye.
Did she say that because of the
She
pictures
loves
or
me
the?
one day, she hates me the next day. I'm gonna give commentary. You're not gonna like it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But good God, get off my back. Hey, Red Afro. So Nihar says she's stepping off, and she's no longer she doesn't even want to be a mod. I didn't even know she was a mod, but I was like really surprised because she was just had her foot all over my back and trying to make me give a hell about what she was saying over in my head last week. Now she's stepping back. So Nihar,
Was
you
this it
stepping
about?
back? Nihar,
Was it
go
about
ahead.
the picture? Did she say why she
This
was?
has been since the picture. She says she's no longer going to be fighting for Tracy anymore. I think that she figured that Tracy is not fighting hard enough for herself. I have the screenshot. Girl, I'm nosy and messy. I would tell you what she says. I haven't shrank it yet, but I have the screenshot because I am nosy and messy. Nihar says, living my best life and violent. Y'all won't see me as much. Let Tracy, at Tracy, let the ones who got membership at Cash App with her ops defend her. I'm gonna sip my tea from the clouds. So that is
Oh,
what she had to say about that. So she's gonna sip her tea from the clouds, and I don't think and that is on Tracy's video, Mercury in retrograde. So yeah, that's what Nihar had to say about that. So my point is that even the PC supporters are, kind of bucking up a little bit. Some of the PC, I mean, because I have known that chick to be like to stalk you around and all that type of stuff, type of supporter. So that's all I'm saying. So
oh,
I
okay.
don't think Tracy will be able. I don't think Tracy will be able to easily just go to court. Is my whole point. So do you guys think that she'll be able to do that?
They said that someone in the chat said they don't do virtual for harassment cases in California.
Mm, okay. So here, let me put this up. What I'm talking about. Let you guys read it for myself. You see Nihar, she's right there. And so that was my first like, whoa, are you kidding me? So that was my first thing of seeing Nihar not support Tracy 100% totally and fully. And she actually talked about that those with memberships to other people and who cash app other people support you. So it seems like she has taken a gander and she sees that people
And then
are
they
memberships to other people and cash apping other people, and she's telling it, Tracy, let them fight for you then. You sitting up here acting like you don't see this. So we'll see. So it's tomorrow, and if she doesn't show up, she's gonna get an automatic
decision.
Lady Snoop. Well, I mean not Lady Snoop. MU would automatically win by default. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah. So I wonder what Kiki has to say about that.
I don't know. I know Kiki jumped her ass
Hey
on a
lady
red eye.
hmm Kiki gonna be like, bitch, we ain't the same. We are not the same. Child.
Hey, Leo. Oh, look at Kiki. She just dropped down. Mm-mm. I think I don't know if she served Tracy or we'll never know because Tracy don't tell the truth about her court stuff. Okay, Ronnie Q, did you hear something about she had another charge that was transferred? Hey,
Okay.
sophisticated brat.
This is okay. So this is what I heard about the other charge. I heard that the other charge with New Mexico, I don't know how true this is. I heard that the other charge with New Mexico had not even been closed all the way. And additionally, this is what I heard. On top of that, that he filed another complaint. I don't know how true it is about another photo that she had up there of a child alleging that he had that this child was his nephew and alleging that New Mexico had been molesting this child and had the child's
Oh Lord,
full
I don't know nothing
face
about that.
on the picture and had New Mexico's full face on the picture. So that's what I heard. I haven't seen it written up
Oh,
in
I
any
don't know.
documentation. Yes, so that's what I heard. And so in the other case had not been closed is what I heard. So and there's something been added to it. That's what I heard.
Cold
So has
word. Cold
anybody
word.
else heard that? Cole's World?
I just heard it was Cole's world is being messy as hell.
They about to lock Tracy up. It's still on her community wall. Oh wow. I think that it's allegedly on the community wall that she cannot take. She says that she doesn't have access to. Let me go see. Let's go. Let's go on a field trip and see if it's still there. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on one second. I don't I mean I want to show that on my wall though. No, I don't
Hey, the
want to show
bushes.
that on
No,
my
you
wall.
don't. You don't want that on your wall.
No. Mm-mm. I'm just gonna let you know if it's still there.
Like, um,
But
Kimmy's
you
most
can
wanted
look
page.
at your own, huh? Oh yeah, it's still there.
That
Okay.
Reed told us where we could find it.
Reset
So
what? Okay,
Reed
good. Okay. It's
told us
definitely
where.
still there.
Mm,
Now you
mm.
what you say about Kimmy's most wanted?
That's the pages on Kimmy's most wanted page.
Oh, okay. Who is Kimmy's most wanted? I never
Mm.
heard of that. I never even heard of that page, Reed.
Hey, KB talking. Where you been at all weekend? Girl, I've been showing my ass the whole weekend, and I ain't even had my partner, my talk shit partner around here. I'm quitting you, KB.
Now, people need to leave other people real life alone and keep it on the app. It's a punk move to me. I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you.
Okay, but
Okay.
see, this is the whole thing. She was in the mommy sector. All their business is on it. Everything that happens with them, they are way more transparent than any other sector out here. And her business was already out here. I'm not saying no one has called on her, but they have put out her case stuff. Hey, BB Nice, good live this morning too. Um,
No one has
they
called on who?
oh they they was in the chat talking about Lemon's new lady, Brina, baby mama Brina.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Go ahead.
So I was saying no
Go
one
ahead.
has called or anything, but they did put up all the facts of her case up here, which is public record. So I'm kind of like on the fence with this. I mean, I hate when people go into people's real lives, but then again, they're so in the mommy sector. It's like totally different because that's what they do.
Okay, so they're saying that her old channel has those pictures of New Mexico of Kimmy and all of Kimmy's previous mug shots. Okay,
So do you think that's why
and
she
she is
can't get into
busted.
that page that YouTube is holding it, is blocking her from it?
That could be why that very thank you for the membership, sophisticated back. That exactly that's what I was thinking. That there must be something up with that page that she is unable to get on it. She's unable to delete anything from it and the whole nine yards. But what I don't understand is if that is true, if they took down one page, they're if they're holding another page, why do they continue to let her get more pages and even monetize her pages? Because that is against their own stated
We don't know
guidelines
whose
that
name, but we don't know what name she's using either.
girl, that's true. That
Do
is
you think
true.
they go by
But we
IP
do
addresses?
know who's creating the content, and we do know that YouTube has a way of understanding that this is the same person who's creating
Mm-hmm.
this content. It can be under somebody else's name, but would you let somebody else uh get money under your name or your social or at your address or cash apps and all this stuff? And would you let that happen if they can't
Nope.
keep their own page? I wouldn't do that. But
Mm-mm.
maybe that's just me. Maybe somebody else is allowing her to do that. But I just find it strange that she is able to continually keep up these YouTube pages. But somebody said, "No way, hell no, ain't nobody getting nothing." And especially the things that she's doing under these pages. And like, who's to say she just like that wasn't
Ring.
me, that was them. I ain't got nothing to do with that page. Well, you got to pay taxes on these cash apps. So, are you gonna trust Tracy to pay the taxes on these cash apps that have been run up under your tax bill? No. Paulette. No. Paulette wouldn't
I
even
know
send her
she
no
thinking.
money when she was out of money. Paulette didn't even help get her bail. That's how I shut Paulette up over at my head. When Paulette wanted to talk all that old good funny shit, and I was like, Paulette, how much you get Tracy on that bail? Paulette, when she needed money on that cruise, how come you ain't send her no money? And then Paulette shut the fuck up. See, that's when Paulette shuts the fuck up. Because Paulette did, I support Tracy. I support Tracy. And yeah, until it come time to give some money to Tracy, you should support her shenanigans. But when she gets herself in trouble financially, you are no way supportive, Paulette. Paulette stay lying. So that's how I shut Paulette. So yeah, that's all I have to talk about. Now listen, let me
Mm-hmm.
see. Let me see. I have I'm setting up my membership live to this week. Uh I'm gonna give you guys in the live, I'm gonna give you guys my email address, and I have something for all of my members. I understand that some members don't want to be mailed anything. If you have a PO box, I have a gift that I want to give all my members from me to you. And if we went in the membership live, you can opt in or opt out. I will show you the gifts that I have for all my members if you would like to accept them from me. Um, I cannot cash app it to you. So we're going to have our membership live this week. I'm going to set up a reminder for you guys. And I thank all of my members for patiently waiting on this membership live. and I definitely am going to get this together for you guys. And I really appreciate you guys for becoming members. Uh, uh, Ronnie Q and Bestie
Hey,
and hello
Bestie.
chat. I guess that must be you, Ronnie Q
Yes,
and Bestie.
Purple Peach is my bestie.
So
Ron Q, well, thank
one
you.
yeah. And one last thing. What is it was one last thing that I wanted to talk about. Sean Bradley. Now, did you see how Diva One took off on Sean Bradley, and then Sean Bradley took off
Yeah,
and made a video?
yeah, I got my own thoughts about that. You want me to do yours first and then I give mine?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I kind of feel like because I asked her, I was trying to figure out what happened to make Sean make that video. I hadn't seen Pazar's video, so Bree replayed that part for me this morning. And I at first I was being messy with it, and then I realized that she just snapped like we all do when you get tired of people. Everybody else was telling her to get down. He had said it too, and she just snapped. Somebody coming up.
That's Miss Toby. Hey, Miss Toby.
Okay, and
It's
hey
me.
Toby. And
All right.
so I feel like she just snapped, but I realized that I think Sean really wasn't mad at her as much as the fact that Nina screamed freedom right after that happened.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
But I really thought he
Okay,
was
go ahead.
really talking to Nina and Uppity.
No, I
Right. He
thought
was
that
like, why
he
was they up
okay.
there?
Yeah, he was actually writing in the chat that they were stepping on the story. So I get it. I get that they were stepping on the story. And Diva, she on
Hey,
top of it, she
Depop.
had a lot of questions. So it's different when you have a lot of questions. It's like, I hate when people come up and don't understand. Like if you come in with a like, hey, why don't why don't you guys handle it backstage? That's taking the content away too. But understand that he felt that they were stepping on the content. But then he was like, that was his first point. And I think he was talking about all of them. And then the simple
Me and Lady
fact
Nika
that
don't fight.
the simple fact that Diva was frustrated, and I guess she felt like he was trying to make her come down, and I guess she respect him, and I guess to me it seemed like she took it as, I'm a 50-year-old woman, you can't respect me to hit the panel and do what I do on a panel. So I think that the fact that she brought up her at my 50-year age, you don't think I can hit a panel. And the thing about it is that Sean, you took the video down, but then he
He
did
put it
put
back
it
up.
back up. But
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you took it down, and I think you put it back up because Lipstick Alley was the one who played a clip of you asking somebody else why they had taken their video down. So I don't think he had no other choice but to put it back up. Miss Toby, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, you don't have your
You
picture up.
might want
Okay.
you might want to take Voodoo's comment down, the butt plug, the anal plug.
Oh my God.
What did Voodoo say? I,
I
He
can't
oh,
wait to
I,
get my anal plug.
I see, but see, I see my picture. I see it from my phone, but it's not showing up my
no,
picture.
but all you gotta do is hit the three dots by your name, by your on your side, hit the three dots and hit edit avatar. And if you just click it to another picture and come back, it should be there.
Girl, I ain't doing all that shit.
Okay.
So what do you think about the Miss Diva and Miss Diva one and Sean
Hey,
Bradley's
SB.
little tit-a-tay?
Who?
What do you think about SB and Sean's little spat?
Who's SB?
Sean Bradley.
Sean
No,
Bradley.
you said what do I think about SB and Sean Spat?
She
Oh,
said
and Diva
SB.
one
That's
spat.
what Diva won.
Oh, they'll be fine. I feel like they always fuss like that all the time.
Right. I thought it
I
was
Yeah.
took
something
it down
big.
because
That's
I
why I
thought
shut
she
up when I
saw it when I
finally
was in
heard.
Bree's chat. She said
Huh?
she didn't see it because so how she gonna see it when she in Bree's chat and you left from over in Bree's chat and made the damn video and she was still over there sulking. But I didn't see her after she hopped down either, so I could see how you thought she could have seen it. But hey, look, it ain't about her seeing it. It's supposed to be left up as a part of beef sector history. That is beef sector history. We don't give a fuck if Diva One saw it. That is part of history. So we can always go back to where Sean snapped on Diva One and made a video, and Diva One snapped on Sean. It has to live in perpetuity, Sean. You know better.
Oh, okay. I was like, who the hell are you talking to? But then I see Sean. Never
Nigga, what
mind.
are you talking
I was like, dang.
It is in the archives one way or another, god dang it, Sean. But
Well,
yeah, I think they'll be fine.
somebody probably screenshot it anyway. Because I mean, I seen Sean go off, but I ain't never seen him go off like that. Because he was just, I said, oh my lord, what had happened? But they always fuss like that. I think.
Yeah, they'll
Your
be
mic was
fine.
Mike in the day, girl.
But that dang old Diva One, Diva One, she got out of her body. I was like, but she'll be fine. Yeah, she'll be fine.
We
I
all
don't think
had a
that's no
moment
big
when they just
thing.
look down in the chat and they just piss you off instantly. So after I saw what it was,
No,
I was like,
I
"Oh,
don't know what you're talking about. I never had no moments like that. I'm nice.
girl, stop lying."
I'm not buying it, Miss Toby. I done
She
seen
is
you
not
snap
telling the
on
truth.
somebody a time or two myself.
A time of 10.
Yes, Cole's world. She was in the mommy sat there begging for baby clothes and money and stuff. Hmm.
And what made her think that she can come over here and like look, I ain't got okay, listen. Okay. Okay, my
Cole,
cash
Because
app
who
is
you
running
talking
across
about,
the
Cole's
because
screen.
world?
because let me tell you what I think it is, Ronnie Q. I think people move around from sector to sector and they don't realize that people are in different sectors. Like yesterday, Bertha May had a nerve to tell me I'm just like Miss Paulette. I move around. Yeah, I move around, but I hush. I keep my mouth shut. I don't go on panels talking about every goddamn thing. I really, like I said once again, I want Miss Paulette to go to a adult daycare center and go play bingo all goddamn day.
And listen, who was that? Chit Chat. Chit Chat was on somebody's live the other day, and she was talking to Joanna, and she said that Paulette was just trolling, and Paulette had me and somebody else out their body. But see, I want to make a correction on that. Chit
Hey, Chit
Chat, you're
Chat.
here. There you are. See, Chit Chat, how you doing? The thing is, Paulette control all she wants to. But when Paulette goes up and says Ronnie Q said this, that, and the other to people in the Mo 3 sector, and these are things that Ronnie Q has never said. See, Paulette tells a lot of wrong stories, get a lot of things wrong. And Ronnie Hugh is not going to let Paulette just simply go up there and lie on Ronnie Hugh's name. Now, her to continue to, oh, whatever Tracy do is all right. I ain't got no problem with Tracy and this, that, and the other. See, Paulette encourages a lot of bad behavior out of Tracy. But then when Tracy get in trouble, like I said earlier, Paulette
It's
offers
gone.
nothing financially in the way to help Tracy out. So we were talking about Tracy allegedly has to be in court tomorrow. She cannot go on via Zoom. Will Paulette be one of the PCs who's helping her get a plane ticket to go to court? Did Paulette help
No,
with the money that they needed to get Tracy out on bail for $1,500? Okay, was Paulette one of the pieces who turned Tracy down when she needed money on the trip? See, so Paulette is not trolling me. Paulette is a liar. And Paulette is a troublemaker. And so I get what you're saying, that her repeating herself is, but her repeating herself is just a way for her to not take responsibilities for her own function. And Paulette is not going to go to no Mode 3 sector and tell blatant lies on me. So I'm not going to like harp on it, maybe like Joanna did, and expect an apology or anything from Paulette, but I'm going to correct the record. That's all I'm saying, Chit Chat.
I still want my apology from Joyce faggot ass.
You ain't going to get no
yeah,
apology.
yeah, you're not going to get an apology
I don't
from
care.
her.
I'm gonna keep asking for it.
You can forget that.
If
I
you send
shan't.
her a free Uber Eat
If
discount,
I
she
send her
may
some Uber Eats, it's gonna be laced with rat poison.
Oh my
you gonna send her a chocolate pie, one of your
But
Yep.
I
special
would,
chocolate
but
pies.
I would be embarrassed as a grown ass woman that you have a reputation in the sector of being a begging ass bitch.
She ain't the
Mm.
only one. They say I beg.
Like I said, a begging ass bitch.
Ooh, my docs are big.
Yo, Doxer,
Mm-hmm.
yo, who bad?
The doxer, the one that doxed me, put my
I mean,
real name out.
can you imagine that someone actually saved a text message with a picture saying thank you for my KFC, and then they blast you for it? You can't even buy you begging strangers for KFC?
Mm. Now, Sean want to know, did they ever produce the court documents for this court date tomorrow? Who's going to be the on-site reporter down to the courthouse? Reed had the information that she gave us here about the court case tomorrow. I
They
don't know who is going to be the on-site reporter.
Wait a
If
minute,
any.
I have a question
Maybe
because
Lady
Reed.
Snoop will be down there, because Lady Snoop always is where is where
What?
MU is. So maybe it'll be
Oh
Lady
my
Snoop.
goodness! Look, I told Yaya this because this shit was weird to me. Remember when Lady Snoop went to the courthouse with Kiki?
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then they went to lunch afterwards, and she said that Kiki was fancy because Kiki was eating stuffed mushrooms. I was like, bitch, you ain't never been nowhere and eat those damn stuffed mushrooms. That's fancy.
Lady Snoop is not big on
They're talking about
eating.
she
You know,
traveling. Girl, you ain't been out of the state of California. Shut up.
But my thing is, I said, what? stuffed mushrooms, and you said Kiki was fancy. I said, bitch, you ain't been nowhere.
Okay, Applebee's has stuffed mushrooms.
Okay,
I
wait
don't
a minute.
even
What was
like
I about to
mushrooms.
say? Oh,
He's like, even Applebee's have stuffed
Reed.
mushroom.
Reed said something about, did we talk about Food Junkie? What happened with Food
What
Junkie?
happened with Food Junkie? I heard that Food Junkie was upset about Sean again, but I didn't go back to revisit it.
Oh
Sean,
Lord, oh Lord, Sean,
Sean,
what you do
can
to,
you
what did you do to
please,
that man? And what did you do?
can you please break Food Junkie off a little something, Sean? Sean, can you just let him, just rub up on you or something, Sean, so Food Junkie would leave you alone? Like, what happened? Read, give us details. Get your ass up here. You have more than daughter. You got more than 3%. You can come up here and let us know. Food
Girl,
Junkie
no,
is always
Reed probably got 1% now. Y'all been asking her to come
one.
up here, and she ain't come up here. She got 1% on her charger.
Look at and SB, he keeping quiet. Lord, this
But
whole
Reed put in the
argument.
chat what was going on with Food Junkie. Food Junkie, aka um I went to Morehouse, but never ever said I graduated from Morehouse. What happened?
Hell would freeze over uh before I do after a whole remark. Now you apologize. Okay, I don't. She's talking to that person. She's talking to this person right here. Okay, let
What
me
did
see.
Sean say?
I don't mention that man. That's been over 5 years ago. Ronnie Q. He ate then ill me. Okay, okay. I got you. He would ape and then ill him. So I don't know.
Was he like
That's what
making
he
toast
said.
or something? Wait,
Wait a minute. What is he? Wait a minute. I'm eating. Y'all know only got bottoms in. Shit takes a minute. Oh my god!
Oh
You
my
cannot
Lord.
put bottoms in. The
I'm
fuck you
done.
talking about?
I'm done. I'm
she
done.
You just cannot eat with your bottoms in, Reed.
Ray, put that shit in
Oh
a
my
blender and come
goodness.
on.
Hell yeah. Shit. You ought to be accustomed. You ought to be accustomed to making that work at this point in your life, Reed. Okay. He said that Sean is the beef sector narrator. Okay. Hey, just Andrea. So
Sean
yeah,
tell everybody he here
Sean,
for the mess.
Sean, I got issues. I got issues too with Sean. Okay, I forgot about this issue with Sean. Sean, are you gonna cut the shit? See, because that deflecting to, oh, we need to hear these voice messages and all that stuff. That was pure deflection, and you let that ride. Why we riding on BS, Sean? Are we gonna ever get to the meat and potatoes of this whole thing? Because it was never about those WhatsApp messages. Nobody gave a hell about those WhatsApp messages, and it turned out to be absolutely nothing. Nobody even cared about it. John, can we keep the girls focused? Because now all of a sudden, since this Snoop thing has happened, this lady Snoop thing with between Pizarro and Brianna, now all of a sudden it's nothing else to be visited about who sent Tracy the pictures. Now all of that is a passe, day passe. No, everybody's beyond who sent the pictures to Tracy when it was said that Ben did it. So we're no longer messing around with that because of everything else that happened. And Sean, I think that you helped further this story, and I really don't appreciate that, Sean. We need to keep the focus where the focus is. We don't need to let these bitches walk away from their lies so easily. I want to know. It was said that it was proof given that Benz sent the picture. Why haven't we gotten the receipts of the proof that Ben sent the picture. And what is Ben's doing? Is Ben's even talking about it now? Is Ben's on to something else? Is Ben's even defending herself against
Ronnie Q,
this?
he responded. He responded. Look what he said.
What's up? What's up? Well, so I can make sure that Jay Dunn was good. She has actual cord. Okay, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that.
But that's
Not
just that was that WhatsApp. There's another. You can believe there's a subgroup to that group.
it was tea in the receipts, so it benefited Jay Dunn. Thank you, Reed. Thank you, Reed. But if Jay Dunn gonna collect it because she's so up Ness's ass and what's going on with Heidi and all this, let's be honest, and shit that don't even concern her and how she live her life. But let's hope that Jay Dunn gets it, because Jay Dunn is always
I think so. I think so, Ronnie Q. I think that she's handling things behind the scenes, probably.
I hope she is. So is there anything else that I missed? I say, okay, so now are we beyond this story? So we just waiting on what happens with tomorrow in court with MU. So MU, I hope that MU is filing pressing harder charges. And what I want to know is, did you guys go over and wish Noble happy birthday last night? Because this is Noble's birthday.
I'm not wishing nobody. I'm not wishing no man that don't even know his shoe size and got funky feet and got bunions a happy birthday. Hell no. They're homosexual.
Listen. Okay, Miss Toby, you can go and you can buy him some Lysol so he can spray down his shoes and his feet every day after he takes them off. Somebody in the chat can go to Home Depot or Ace Hardware and buy him a hand sander so he can sand down the calluses on his feet from wearing
While they
shoes.
in there, they better get him a hand rail for the bathroom too. Or what in the chair you sit in and take a shower.
Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, you didn't go there, did you? You did not. Yeah. You did not go there.
Yes, okay? I did.
No, you didn't go there. I know you didn't say nothing about somebody with a handrail in the goddamn shower, because y'all must gonna be showering in the same damn shower. Y'all fell on the ass trying to get out, trying to get a loofah so she can be all nice. Well, at least you had enough sense to get you a loofah. He ain't got enough sense to get out the tub and get a loofah. He just falling out the tub on GP. God damn. you getting a loofah, that means you all soaped up. I can understand why you fell out. So anyway, I digress.
And we know he wasn't washing his feet.
We know he wasn't bending over washing his feet. So you guys need to go over there and wish Noble a happy birthday. And maybe he'll be the person who will send Tracy to California for her court case.
I don't know. All I know, somebody said, "Was somebody
now you mean to tell me you think he gonna send Tracy to California when all he provided her was a $59.99 fucking ring? Are you kidding me?"
He bought a microwave. Didn't y'all say he bought a microwave?
The microwave costs more than the ring.
But see, I don't understand. I thought most apartments now they have a microwave over the range.
Wait a minute. As a matter of fact, I think she showed her apartment and her microwave is over the range. So why would he need to buy her a microwave? Is he lying?
When she was sitting down doing her live yesterday, you look in that picture, you can see the microwave to her left, to her right.
But is it over the range? Is it attached over the range?
It was on the counter.
Well, maybe it wasn't working. Okay, so she needed a new one. Okay.
But if it's not working, all you have to do is call the maintenance man.
Well, the maintenance man's over there hitting. The maintenance man can't fix no microwave because the maintenance man hitting that bat.
What?
The maintenance man hitting that bat.
Remember that book? It was a book called The Maintenance Man. Remember that?
By Michael. What happened, wasn't it?
It was called The Maintenance Man by Michael Basin. Is that his name?
Okay,
Basin the
Michael.
Beast?
yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. The Maintenance
yeah.
Man. That was a
I
good
know that
book.
I know Noble was upset about the maintenance man at one point, and the maintenance man, he was there in the background, and she was like, "Y'all trying to figure out who that's the maintenance man," and then I gotta come back later when he's done. And when she came back later, it was still somebody else in the background. Oh, that's the maintenance man. Why y'all trying to figure out, like, goddamn, how much maintenance do your place? I thought you had a whole overhaul on that rat trap. So the maintenance man was still around, and he was kind of upset about the maintenance man. So I don't think the maintenance man is fixing anything, but that crook in her back. He's teaching her how to twerk, trying to teach her how to make that back go up and down properly. That's just my opinion.
And Tracy said he told her he was 50 years old.
Who?
And
Who 50?
he said he was 49, direct turn 50. And
That
Kimmy
nigga ain't. That
who?
nigga ain't. Who?
Huh? No,
Who?
That
Noble said
Noble
he
ain't
said
no
he was-
goddamn 50.
he said he was 52. I think in that live he had set up last night, I think he said he's 52. And I'm like, nigga, you must mean 62.
Mm-hmm. He much older than what he say he is.
Yeah, Marvelous Me.
Because he was 56, that's why she had to keep giving him
Well,
fellatio.
look, and that's another thing. If he's 52 and he has sickle cell and all them other ailments, he's lucky that he's here, because a lot, I don't know a lot of people that really live that long with sickle cell.
Exactly.
Like my best friend, he had sickle cell and he died when he was like, he had to have been like maybe like 37, 38.
His feet say 89. Oh my God! Listen, okay. Are we even sure that he really has sickle cell though?
I was about to say that, like, does he really have sickle cell? Like, I mean, I know Tracy said that he was in a hospital one day or whatever, but I know a lot of times, a lot of people have like crisis and stuff, sickle cell crisis, and they have to go to the hospital and stuff.
Yeah, because when the cell sickles, it can't go through your body.
Right, because it's like instead of being a flat like disc shape, it's like a Y shape, and it gets your red blood cells get hung up on each other like a whole lot of Y's trying to go through your bloodstream, and then like they get interconnected, and it's almost like a clot. Yeah. So,
somebody in the chat, some people in the chat said he might have the trait. Now, see, that's what I think. It's a possibility he might have a trait, and he just lied and told her he had sickle cell. And I know he has COPD, and that COPD is no joke, because eventually he's going to need oxygen, and he's not going to be able to work.
That's a hard 52.
Well, that's not a big problem for him. He don't do that much anyway, from what I heard. Because I heard he just got that job. We thought he had real life benefit.
I thought he had been working that job for a long time, and come to find out, somebody said he had just recently got that job within the week.
That's what I heard.
So I can't even imagine COPD. The Bushes. Let me tell you something. They would smoke when they want to. That it's hard for them. My mother had COPD and she had colon cancer, girl. And a week before she died, she was in the hospital, locked herself in the bathroom and was smoking. And I had to come there to try to get her out the bathroom. That smoking is hard for them to stop. It's really, really hard. I don't believe. And somebody said, "Do you believe he was in the military?" If he has sickle cell, I can't imagine him being in the military. No.
Yeah, I like that's one of the things. And then if he got a limp, how you limping in the military and got a bone protruding out your body that you never got healed like that? He ain't in no goddamn military.
But mine is.
Like what military he in? Uncle Sam's army or some shit? Uncle Jam. What is that? Uncle Jam's army?
Zero like this. You said, I understand you could quit if you want to, but sometimes it's hard for them, man. That nicotine, I'm telling you, they said it's hard.
It's harder than quitting heroin and crack.
Yeah, they said that shit is hard. And I'm telling you, anytime you got someone that's dying, that's sitting in the hospital, and she was like, I'm dying. I want my last fucking cigarette. Wasn't nothing I could do.
There's nothing you can do. I guess I can see your mother's point. It's like, shit, it ain't gonna stop me
My
now.
father did the same
You
thing
know,
though.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can see it.
No,
Now
Tracy
see,
wasn't in the military.
Champagne said
Her family was in the military. She comes from a military family, but she wasn't in the military.
Hey, ooh la la! I haven't seen you in a while.
same
And then
thing
my
what
father did the same thing. I
Nina's
was a
told me.
child. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My father did the same thing. He sent me to the store to get him cigarettes, and he had brain and lung cancer. And my mother told me whatever if he told me to go get him, to go get him. And
Why, even if you could get a waiver, I don't believe that nigga was in the military. That's just my opinion. I think he's a liar.
y'all need
Listen,
slow down.
RNY. Okay,
Y'all think you can actually pass the test to get into the services?
Why always looks
and
for the good in people. That's what I
and,
love about her.
and
And that's
RNY. If he has a limp, if he has a protruding bone out of his body, and he has a limp,
what?
shoot, people can get out of the service for having flat feet. So if he got a obvious limp and a bone protruding out of his body where it was broken and wasn't repaired, and sickle cell, I mean, that's a lot to overcome to get in the army. I don't believe he was in any branch of the service. I don't even think that motherfucker could do ROTC.
Damn.
That's
I
just
feel
my
like shoot. I
opinion.
feel like you about to sing that Thanksgiving song that they got Shirley Caesar thing. You got COPD, you got bunions, you got this goddamn what the fuck
He got a long list.
I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to specifically the sickle cell anemia. So as Miami Popo said, he could have got diagnosed after the service, or he could have got diagnosed within the service, and then
Oh, okay. Ooh la
he
la.
had to get discharged. Okay, so
what was sickle cell?
not as much.
But I thought they
Yeah,
usually but don't they
All right.
usually catch sickle cell early when you're younger?
I don't know.
Right, Bree. He ain't even
That
passed
nigga,
the you sector, let alone some service. Y'all need to stop playing. Y'all doing too much.
I agree.
Oh,
Maybe
well.
30 years ago, he didn't have those ailments. Well, he probably didn't have. Well, 30 years ago, he was an adult, so he was no longer a child. So he was wearing the wrong size shoes, so his feet was fucked up, and you cannot get in the military with no fucked up feet. He thought his shoe was a size 9. He wears a size 11 and a half or 12. So at military age, surely he's at least wearing a size 10 and a half.
So
Sometimes
is
your
it
feet grow as you get
true?
older.
Is it true? Like back in the day, they used to say like doing Vietnam or whatever. They said if people had flat feet, they couldn't be drafted. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's one of the reasons why I think Trump got out of the army, got out of being drafted. Something to do with his feet.
Was it that he kept putting them in his mouth?
That could be it. But because when you're in the army, that's one of the most important things, especially if you're in the Marines. That's one of the most important things on your body is your feet, because you have to do so much walking. If you remember in that movie, what was that movie? With Charlie Sheen when he was in Vietnam, and his sergeant was always telling them to change their socks, take care of your feet, because they have to be, they're in that water. You don't want nothing to get no athlete feet or anything because you're walking on your feet all the time. You got to do all those runs. Can you see Noble doing all those military runs to work out? And he got bad feet, the big old calluses on his feet from walking in shoes that's too little for him. Noble wasn't in no service. No shit. Noble wasn't in no service.
Oh, because
Now,
yeah, I didn't know that was true because I heard that they say back in Vietnam that some people didn't get drafted because they had flat feet. But I know that a lot of people came back from Vietnam, they were heroin addicts.
or they would have them heel spurs or something like that. Those are things that would you could get out of being drafted for having that simple medical thing. So, but some people want to be in the service because of the benefits.
So I don't know, and but I bet you if you ask that nigga his dick size, he probably know that.
He don't know. He ain't seen it erect in a while.
Yeah, first Tracy had to blow in Rob's car to get it started. And then she went on the Noble, and then she had to blow on his dick to try to get it started. And neither one of them worked properly. Rob's car didn't work properly, and Noble's dick didn't work properly. Tracy always ended up blowing. That's what she said. He had the same shoe size since the civil rights era. Oh my God. He wearing Dr. King hand-me-down shoes. Is that what you saying, Purple Peach? Noble wearing Buster Brown. He wearing Buster Brown shoes. Them hard shoes. Oh my God. Y'all a mess. He got a cleft foot and graduated from Polk High with Al Bundy. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't believe that Noble. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, Miss Thing! Oh, Miss Thing! You see this picture?
I see it.
Oh my goodness! What's the common denominator about Tracy having a blow? That Tracy blows. Okay, they go wearing Tacey Adams, not Stacy. So I don't think you guys are getting the point. We're way off topic. I asked you guys that you go over and wish Noble a happy birthday. So Noble says that he's going to have an enjoyable birthday, and he don't know why you guys are saying that jacket that he is wearing. He took that picture while still inside the store, and he did not buy that jacket. He picked up a pair of shoes, and he actually licked the bottom of them and said that they were brand new, and he could lick the bottom of them. They were gym shoes, however, for a 52-year-old man who was so happy to get a pair of gym shoes. But nonetheless,
you realize that somebody else tried that shoe on? Their foot been in that shoe. They done walked on the floor with them shoes.
Did we realize he probably was one of the many people who had tried that shoe on and walked in that store where people had walked all over, and he licked the bottom of that shoe.
Wait a minute, who licked the bottom of the shoe?
Slow.
No balls.
Slow.
Diva wants to stop trying to get attention in the chat. Y'all said she's not talking to you today. She'll talk to you tomorrow.
I did not tell her tomorrow. I told her the 4th of February. She be trying to get me in trouble.
Just trifling. Diva One, you missed your segment. You're gonna have to red ball it back.
That is nasty. Looking on the shoe.
I thought you was talking about our segment on Diva One. I was just gonna say it wasn't that bad, Miss Toby.
No. I'm sorry. No, I'm talking about. I can't get over the licking of the shoe because my thing is, if he licked on the shoe, he won't be licking on me. Can you imagine? He licked on the shoe and then he want to lick you down there.
He licked on the bottom of the shoe.
That is so nasty.
To show that he had a new shoe. Now, how unaccustomed to having a new shoe could you be than to lick the bottom of the shoe?
He's just very child mind. I'm telling you. Excuse me. You only see them drug dealers, the young ones, like the street runners, do dumb shit like that.
So you think that he suffers from arrested development?
Yes.
Yes.
Both of y'all said yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
I definitely agree. Let me see. What did she say? Snoop look like? She throws them back, hence the malnourished look. Wait a minute. Throws what
Mm.
back? You're saying she drinks? Is that what you're saying?
Drink,
She
drink. Because Reed said that Snoop allegedly has a breathalyzer too, or had one. I don't
oh, I didn't know.
Y'all speak to
No,
the
we
Devo. They want some attention in the chat. Speak to Devo, please.
no, Miss Diva One. We didn't drag you by your pinky toe. We said we thought it was a misunderstanding, and we're glad you guys got it straightened out. But I did say you did not say nothing about James, so I don't know how you thought that he was mad at you because you said his name and James' name in the same sentence, but you did not do that. So I don't know how you come up today talking
She
about
did
that's why he
actually,
was
Ronica.
mad.
Ronica,
What she
she
did?
did. She said
Oh, okay.
she can respect it because Sean told her not to talk about him and mother, and she was saying the same thing to Nina, not to talk about SB to her, so she understand where he was coming from.
know. Ronnie Q,
But
can you
she
please
didn't bring up
once
James.
Ronnie Q, can I ask you a favor for um can you get a sound bite of ZX's mother telling him to get off the phone? You should save that. I hope you save it.
I want somebody to get it.
I got that. I got that. Oh, that was so funny. So yes, I got a soundbite of it. Let me play it for you now. Yeah, I
Please
can,
do.
and you know what? I don't even have to ask anybody if I can use that video because it's mine.
Because it's
It's
yours.
So
yours.
let's hear ZX Mama telling him to get off the phone. Which one was it on? Okay, it was on this one. Okay, here we go. Okay, it was at an hour and 33 minutes. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let me share screen with you guys. Okay, let me get the comments off. Hey, Kenna, here we go. If we all threw our problems on the table on this panel, we'll all pick up our own problems
That's
and
my
with our
point.
own problems in the next man. So that's not
That's
really
my
saying
point.
much.
No,
Yeah.
that's my point. That's my point. When people try to point out, oh, you got this or you going through this, I look at you and I laugh and I choose my problems over yours. Whatever you may think they are. I still say, okay, whatever.
I mean,
You
you kind
dig?
of stuck with them, so you have to. Hey, can you
I'm not
apologize to Ronnie Q though?
yeah, can you get off my dick? I don't talk to you.
I don't swing that way. I know we in the beef sector, but I don't swing that way. Just apologize to the woman, please. Can you
And
do that?
again, get off my dick, punk. You don't tell me what to do. You dig? Me and Ronnie Q,
ZX,
again. I'm not here
ZX, I think you're a
for real,
closeted
for
homosexual.
you.
I
I think
really
your
don't think
daddy
you can
is.
slow
I
down
think
like
your
this.
daddy is. I think your daddy is. I think your daddy is a weak
Nigga, I
nigga,
think
a soft
Okay,
nigga.
so
I think your daddy's a
let me
child
swing this back
molesting
around to
bastard.
our
oh man,
topic. Let me swing this now. See, now you're talking about his daddy. Now,
Yes,
what if he
man.
said,
right. Now, if I talk
what
about
if
your
he said
mama,
something
don't get
about your
mad at me
daughter?
and start making death threats, okay?
You can get off the phone
Uh,
and talk to people
Yeah,
like
do
that.
what your
yeah,
mama tell
see,
you. Get off the phone.
No,
yeah,
yep, get off the
my
phone.
mom,
Get
yeah,
off the
Get
phone.
off the
my
phone.
mom
Get
is
off the
correct.
phone.
Son, get
Listen
off
to
the
Get
me.
off
phone
the
My
now.
phone.
mom is correct.
See,
My mom is
I'm
correct. My
gonna
mom
respect
is
your mama.
correct. You know
I'm gonna make
why?
sure you respect
Again,
your
Telling you
mama.
to get off the phone,
you
nigga.
Get off
absolutely
the
right.
phone.
Tell you.
You absolutely right. But you know what's more important? You know what's more important? I
Nothing's more
got one.
important than your
Listen
mama.
to me. I got one.
Stop it. Get off the phone.
Come
And
on,
then
come
That's
on.
right.
All right, I'm gonna make ZX respect his mama.
Drop that
You know,
nigga.
I ain't gonna have this man out here disrespecting his mama like that.
Drop
ZX.
that.
Okay, so I had to drop him from the screen
You know that
because
made it worse, Ronnie Q. That made the fact that you dropped him to make him somebody, I'm gonna make him respect his mom.
She said,
yeah,
"Get
his
off the
mama.
phone. Get off the phone."
You don't talk to people like that. He's like, oh, well, and he was like, oh, like don't do this to me. And girl, now listen. Okay, so who was that? Ayo came up there and said, I can't even believe you got the nerves to come up here, and you see a lot of people in the chat. Now you want to come up here, this, that, and the other. I wasn't gonna let him up there, but him and PDP had something, and Pete kind of was about to talk to him. I said, okay, I'll let him up here so him and PDP can go at it. Now, so we all are clear that how he acts and stuff. Now he went over there, I hear, after that live and had my name in the title, cursing me out. So ZX will never get a chance, and I don't give a fuck who he needs to talk to because I knew PDP was gonna handle him. I don't give a fuck who it is. ZX will never get a chance to grace my panel again. He is
Was that
he's
PDP or
very
people of the game?
No, that was
people
people
of
of
the
the
game.
game.
People of the game. I said PDP. People of the game. Yes.
So
So
that means
that's
when he
like
dropped that next time, I can tag his ass.
you can definitely tag his ass. But
Thank you.
he's not even able to drop down as far as I know. I
Yeah, he
think
said
that
he can't even chat. Yeah, he said I can't even talk in the chat. He just he clicked the link.
Mhm,
Maybe you should just ban that
mhm.
motherfucker from your stream, y'all. I can't stand his ass.
Yeah. So that's a one and done. And that was the only time he got a reprieve, and he could not even act well for that. So that was really funny. I'm glad that his mama was the one who got on him. So that was fun.
That
He
shit was
just
funny.
disrespectful because if his mother was in earshot, he shouldn't have been talking like that. No way. Okay, how old you are?
He don't
Does
have
he
no
live
respect
with
for
his
no
mama?
woman.
Does he
I thought
live with his mama?
Well,
I
it's
think people say in
wintertime.
the
It's
winter.
wintertime. People in the game said it's wintertime. He ain't got no gas. So he got to stay with his mama during the winter months so he can keep warm.
Lord Jesus.
That's what people
Mm-mm-mm.
said. So I'm prone to believe it because he ain't got no running water. So there's that. So shit.
So is that really true? He doesn't have any water in his house, or people just say that?
I don't
Well,
know.
they've come and they've like posted things about where he had to go to court about water bills and this, that, and the other. It's my understanding that they can't. Then somebody else said people they can't cut your gas off during the winter months. I know some states they cannot cut your water off and all this type of stuff, but they said after it got to like over $5,000, they did offer some paperwork to say that they were trying to take him to some type of court to get payment
Yeah.
from him.
Because I
Yeah,
know
more
here
than
in
likely, if he does have
because I
water,
know
he's on a
yeah.
payment plan.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could have, well, I know in Baltimore you can have a payment plan, but I know back in the day, if your water bill was over $600 in Baltimore, they would turn your water off. But now I think people was protesting because we had companies in Baltimore City that owed like millions of dollars of water, and they would never turn them off, but they would turn off homeowners for that only owe $600, or sometimes they was taking the people properties. Because if you don't pay your water bill, they could take your property.
Right.
Yeah,
Now,
they can get them.
listen, have y'all heard about how in Boston, like in a lot of cities, they're tired of these Democrat cities. They are closing down a lot of rec centers and things like that to open up these shelters for immigrants. Have y'all heard about this?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, aren't they doing that
Mm-mm.
in New York too?
Well, in New York, they're trying to get them out of New York. they're sending them to different places, to different states and stuff. And they had them set up in a hotel in New York that was like a hotel that's like $250 per night that they are housing these illegal immigrants in. But there was this guy in Boston that went stone the fuck off about the fact that they have these immigrants who are being housed in Boston. And he said, I am homeless and I work 40 hours a week. And you mean to tell me that you guys got these people who you guys are making shelters for? And these are not just run of the mill shelters. And these people, you have, what about in New York, where in Times Square, this security officer, she caught this guy walking out of the store, and she said she needed to see what was in his bag. And then another dude walks up to her and like starts talking to her. She gets the bag back from him, but while she's talking to the other guy, the first guy who had the bag pulls out a gun, and she sees it, and she runs into the store. He shoots twice. He shoots a tourist, and he doesn't shoot the loss management person. And then he's running through the streets, and then the police start chasing after him, and then he starts shooting at the police with a 45 caliber gun. 15 years old, an immigrant to one of these immigrants that they have housed in Times Square. It's kind of like, remember when they allowed all these Cubans into Florida, and they did no background checks, and Castro opened up all his prisons and let all the people who he did not want in Cuba into the United States. So, the Republicans have been saying that this is what it is. You had a group of cops who were attacked by immigrants. They were kicking them. They were after one guy. They got him down on the ground, but the other immigrants were kicking the cops in the heads and the back. None of them got unalived or guns drawn on them. They took them all to court. They were released on their own recognizant. All this type of stuff is going on. So I'm wondering how people are going to vote in their local elections. Are they going to continue to vote for these Democrats who are, taking your tax dollars and housing people who have no skin in the game while we have so many Americans homeless?
But what state was it when they were saying if you have room in your house, won't you let an immigrant in your house? What state was that?
Was that Texas?
That.
Yeah,
No,
the governor
they was telling people like, oh, if you have rooms available, can you spare your heart and let someone in your house? Let someone in your house. I don't know these people.
They don't know anything about the backgrounds of these people. Nothing. Okay, so here, let me share something with you guys. I got something bookmarked. I want to share this with you guys. Okay, real quick. Who got some bamming? Miss Toby, I thought your construction was
That's
done.
not store. No, then that's not store. I told you my neighbor died, so now the family is working on a house, not store. So I don't know if they want to sell her house or not. So they renovating the house, so they banging on the door. You can hear the banging.
Yeah. So
no, only thing I have a little bit of work to do for my house, and then I'm almost done.
Well, that's good. Okay, here we
go. Everything is finished though.
Okay, here's what I want to show you guys. I got to get through this commercial.
Okay, I'm going on mute to listen.
Okay. Here we go. And let me put up my banner, first of all. Okay, I'm playing this a copyright disclaimer on the section of 107 of the Copyright Act. Is meant for news reporting, teaching, and scholarship and research. News reporting and teaching is what I'm going to put this up for. So now I want to share my screen with you guys. And that you see this. I have been talking to you guys about this, so I want you guys to see this with your own eyes and understand that it's just not Mexican or Hispanic immigrants who are coming over here, but this is another big problem. Right. So these are not poor people. These are middle class people. These are middle class Chinese people who are spending in the tens of thousands of dollars to get here, and you can best believe and be guaranteed that they will be having a job, and then they will be hovering over you who cannot get a job. You can best believe. I want you to look at some of the clothing these people are wearing as they come through, rolling their suitcases like they're coming through an international airport. Understand? 37,000 Chinese. That's just the Chinese. These people actually have money. These people who actually have a network of people to meet them here, to put them into business, into houses, into jobs, and everything above and in front of American citizens. So yeah, it's a lot going
And,
on.
and Ronnie Q, a lot of them probably will end up having businesses in our communities, and
Mhm.
we have a history that some of them don't really care for us, and really, they don't like us, and they don't respect us either.
Exactly. Yeah. So that is what I wanted you guys to see. Yeah. So what do you guys think of that? Did you guys know that it was Ecuador where they can fly into and not have to use their visa to fly into Ecuador? And oh, it was the end part that they said that they will file for asylum here. Most of them don't even get asylum here, but the Chinese government will not take them back because they file for asylum here in the U.S. and then they say that they're in limbo because the Chinese government won't take them back. So you see all these people just filing into this country with the border patrol agents right there. They get to file for asylum and they have no fear of ever having to return to China. And additionally, this land that they are coming in on, that belongs to a human being. That's a man's land. He owns 17 acres where that fence is not connected. The border patrol, he has asked the border patrol agents to stop letting them come through that land. They said that he will have to contact the United States government to get them to fix that hole in the wall. And so what he did was these people were out there burning his trees down, starting fires to keep warm, burning his trees down. So what he did was he took his gun out there, he shot in the air. And you know what happened? He got arrested. He got arrested and his guns were confiscated from him. This is on his own land that he has no recourse but to sit there and watch these people come through on his land willy-nilly, burn up his property, burn up his lands, and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to give you the link to this story if you want to see the whole story. It's only about 10 minutes or 15 minutes long. I'm
Ronnie
going to
Q,
copy.
look, look what Little Fizzle said? Look what Little Fizzle said. Yeah, they do that because they want to have anchor babies.
Mm-hmm, right. I'm going to copy the link to that story. Let me see. Where's Little Fizzle?
Hey, Papa.
I'm not worried about Chinese. I'm worried about the popo and white who don't want us here.
I worry
But
about both.
I'm worried about it all because I don't care if the popo and the whites don't want us here. The Chinese are going to make it where you're not going to want to be here yourself because you're not going to be able to find any any decent job, any decent paying jobs, any housing. So you guys don't get the connection. The reason they're letting this influx of workers of people in here because they want cheaper labor. They want people who talking about they do jobs that the United States citizens don't want to do. They can hire them on construction jobs and pay them way less money and put up all this infrastructure and all these high rises for these rich people. You don't understand how they are undercutting the the working class here in
The middle
America.
class.
So this is
The
what it's
middle
all
class.
about. The working class, the middle class, the poor, and everything. They don't have any money for housing all these homeless American citizens, but they are closing down uh, they're closing down school gyms, they're closing down rec centers, and they are creating these elaborate shelters. They had in Boston, in New York, they had people, no, was it Chicago? They had people complaining about their shelters. They're complaining about the shelters where American citizens are out there on the Chicago street sleeping. They're talking about their food items was not appropriate to their culture and all this, but they're getting free food. But they're complaining about it not being culture specific. Yeah, like give me a fucking break. You worried about the real wrong things because a white man ain't gonna have to do nothing to you if you're gonna be sleeping on the street because you can't get a job because you can't get housing. In Chicago, they are giving them $9,000 worth of free housing until they can get them into a job, till they can get their
What?
work
You said
permit.
9,000. Wait a minute. You said 9,000 in Chicago,
Yes, 9,000. There are
where so
this
many
is
of our brothers and sisters are getting killed, and you don't even have anything for children to do after school.
This is the first allotment of money. Then they're not there, and on top of that, they're giving them money to deck out their apartment, buy what they need for their apartment, utensils, dishes, furnitures, and all this type of stuff. This is what they're giving immigrants, illegal immigrants who have come here illegally. That this is what they're giving them. And now the big push in Chicago is now that they've gotten this $9,000 that they're going to give them. Now their big push is to get them work permits. You have people who are trying to find apartments who don't have the proper work permits and things like that. But my thing is, how are they looking for apartments and don't have a job? See, all of this is ass backwards. There was a man who went off in Boston. He went off because they were. I already said that. My husband said he's so nosy. Get out of my business. He said you said that already. So he went off because he's working 40 hours a week and he's still homeless in Boston. What is it? Chelsea area, I think it is in Boston. And yeah, the police are just standing there like ignoring him because they're showing the inside of this elaborate shelter that they're building for illegal people. And whose tax dollar is paying for it? That homeless
Us,
man from 40
us,
hours.
we're paying for. But I don't understand how in America we take better care of other people than our own. Than our
Mm-hmm.
own.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the stories that I wanted to leave you. Oh, but I got a better story to leave you with. So, do you guys know? Do you guys know who is? Do you know this is Black History Month, right? So I'm gonna
No,
leave. I'm gonna
Ronnie
leave you
Q, really, I
guys.
didn't know that. I didn't know it was Black History Month. Is it?
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, did you know that, Miss Toby? I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Okay, here's a bookmark that I got. Okay, okay. So, do you know? What do you use to get around to find your way around if you're in a strange place? What do you
GPS,
use all the time? Do you know that
not
a black
GPS.
woman? Do you know that a black woman was one of the main figures who helped program the computers to actually use GPS? Did you guys know that she was
Yeah,
instrumental in forming all the information that it takes to use GPS?
yes, I knew that.
Okay, okay. So where is my article? I had it.
Dang, Papa, stop.
Huh?
I'm
What
talking to
did
my
you say?
cat. I'm talking to my
Okay.
cat. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let me. Oh my God. I had it. I lost it. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, her name is Gladys West. Okay, so I'm gonna drop you guys the article about Gladys West. She is still living, and they recently gave her an award. She worked at some she worked at some naval station for 46 years. She started her job in the Navy when the Navy was bringing in computers, and she was hired to program and coding for the huge machine. She felt proud that she got the job, but knew she had to work hard. She graduated from college as a mathematician. She had to drop out of college for 2 years because even though she got a scholarship for school, she had a hard time getting money for food and lodging. So she dropped out for a couple of years and taught for a couple of years, and she went back. And at the age of 74, she went back 70, and she went back and got her PhD.
Wow.
So she has been learning ever. She was bound and determined to not work in the cotton fields, growing tobacco or anything like her parents had to do. She was determined to be better than the sharecropper. She's from Virginia, and she is the ancestor of slaves who went on to program computers and with the Navy, and to be instrumental in developing global positioning systems that we know and use today. Now, how this was found out is she is a member of the AKA sororities, and she had just written up a little piece about herself, and they were the ones who figured out that she was a person in history who had been sorely overlooked in her accomplishments, and the things that she did were sorely overlooked, and they look at her as another one of the hidden figures, like that movie Hidden Figures with Taraji P.
Mm-hmm.
Henson, and
Mm-hmm.
so this is a great woman in Black American history that you guys should read up on. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it in my link. I did not know that a Black woman was instrumental in that. Okay, and her name. Let me paste it. Here we go. Gladys West. Okay, so there's the article on Gladys West. Oh, okay. Did y'all know a Black woman also invented the television and 3D movies? A Black woman, like, no, I didn't know that. I know Black people invented the refrigerator, the clothes dryer, and all that type of stuff. I know they definitely invented that. I have a book called Great African American First. We have been instrumental in so many things and don't get credit for it. I definitely agree. So, with that, I'm going to leave you with that little piece of Black history for today. Miss Toby, I thank you for coming up and joining me on the show. Yaya, I thank you for coming up. And you
No
guys have
problem.
any last words?
No problem. I always enjoy myself on the panel with you, Ronnie Q.
All right. It's always good to have you. All right, chat. I'm gonna set up that live and for the members only. So
Oh,
if you want to be a member,
Ronnie Q.
hmm hmm
What do you? Okay, I have a question.
hmm
Don't you do sweaters for the doggies?
yes,
Okay.
yes. Would you need
Can
one for Tiana?
I sure do. I would like one, and I will cash app you the money, and you could
Okay,
just
I
send it.
need. hmm
Yup.
Now, what I need you to do is I need you to measure her from her collar to the top of her tail, to where her
Okay.
tail starts, and then I need you to measure her around the widest part of her chest. Those are the two measurements I need.
Okay then. I'll do that tonight.
And just give me those two numbers, and that's all I need.
You said from the top. You said from the collar until her tail, and then
To the top of her tail, where her tail starts, where her tail meets her booty.
okay.
You know, yeah. So
Yeah.
from her collar to where her tail meets her backbone, should I say?
Okay.
And then
Okay. Well, that's
around the
look. Okay.
widest part of her chest. What?
Oh, her chest. Okay. Okay. Thank you. That's girl.
Uh-huh.
That's why I really came up here for that.
Oh, really? Is it that cold out there? Is it that
Yeah,
cold out
but
there?
yeah, but I still want her to have like I want her to have some sweaters And I'm thinking about getting her some boots too, because when she walks on the
Mhm.
sidewalk, but I don't know how she would feel about it.
Yeah, yeah. You do the videos and you're gonna see them that she gonna walk funny, but then she'll get used to them and she'll love having them on. But they also have this
Okay.
balm for that they have this balm that they have for their feet. I can't remember where I saw it at, but it's almost like a wax, and it's really good for when it's hot. You ever see them dogs? Their pads get burnt when it's hot because the concrete gets
Yeah.
so hot. But it
Okay.
prevents it lets them be able to walk on any hot surfaces and everything. It's almost like a wax or a balm or something. And if I find it, I'm gonna let you know about that too. And it's supposed to help with the cold as well. But they have these little rubber disposable booties. They kind of like what do you call that? Kind of like they're rubber booties, and they're almost like socks. They're not like those hard shoe booties, but they're kind of like socks that you put on silicone. They're silicone booties that they also have as well if you just want to try something out. But the only thing about these, they don't have a strap around the ankle or anything to keep them on, so she may be able to get out of them quicker.
No,
But
yeah, I'm not gonna do that because she's real smart. She'll be able to get out of. Baby, Pepper don't want no damn sweater. No. It'd be hard to put a sweater on her because she might try to scratch me.
well, yeah, some cats do wear sweaters, but I'm pretty sure you don't even let your cat outside, huh?
No, she doesn't go outside. She's not a hoe. She's not an outside cat. She stay in the house.
Okay, Miss Toby. So in this video, just write those two numbers in and I'll get it for you.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye,
All
y'all.
right. You too. Bye, y'all. Y'all somewhere else sleep. Y'all in there cooking some ham hocks or something. So, all right, guys, thank you for being here, and it's been great having you guys. It's been great talking to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the live, and with that, I am out of here. All right, have a good day.